Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Thursday the 26th of October. In this video we'll be looking at two UK and two US stocks. In the UK we're going to look at Standard Chartered, code STAN, and Crest Nicholson, code CRST. And in the States we're going to look at SALT, S-A-L-T, which is Scorpion Bulkers, and we're going to look at Microsoft, who are coming out with figures after the close today. There was some uncertainty in the chart formations yesterday. Let's look at those charts. So starting with Standard Chartered, and you can see that we're finding support from the 50 and now from the 50 and now the 20-week moving average, but the medium term, longer term picture is bound by this downtrending 200-week moving average, and you can see that caused the resistance at the end of July. So I would expect a further pincer formation between the moving averages, and then we'll see which way the break is, but that could be not for a few more weeks. Momentum is slightly negative in a downtrend, although it is above 50, RSI at 52.9, but the MACD are tracking downwards. Moving on to the daily, and you can see here we are above all the moving averages. The 20, which you can't really see, is moving up and giving immediate support. That's at 76.3, and below there the 200 is moving up 759, but the 50 at the moment is downtrending or trading sideways. It would be good if that moved up as well. I do like technical positions where all the moving averages are together. If you get a move away, it can get a really good trampoline effect and get a good move, but there's no indication that is going to happen at the moment. Although there is good support coming through, you can see this could actually be maybe a flag. Let's wait and see to see if we break. Momentum slightly positive, the RSI 53.9 and the MACD slightly above 0, and the short term slightly above the longer term as well. On the 4-hour picture, here we're having trouble getting through the 200 at the 4-hour. That's causing immediate resistance at 768. But the 20 has given support, and the 50, although again that's rolling down. Here, slight concern if we did come back below the 20 at 763.7, as then that would confirm all three moving down, and we could then see a test to the downside. So really all the moving averages on each of the charts has been kind of confirming that picture that we could get a pincer between the downtrending 200 week and the uptrending 20 week. Let's wait and see. Moving on to Crest Nicholson, it's had a good week, a good few weeks. Excuse me. Down slightly this week after 4 up weeks. The moving averages, the 20 week is turning round, which will be good because the 50 is moving up. If they move up together, that could give a push to test this resistance that's seen at 625. There's good upside momentum. The RSI is at 57.8, and the MACD as well are looking good, with the short term above the longer term. On the shorter term picture, here the moving averages are all moving up quite very nicely, and have all had bullish crosses. We've had a bullish cross on the 20 and the 50, 20 and the 200, which is good, and they will give support on any pullback. And really with the push up, one would expect, as I said, the resistance at 625 to be tested. RSI starting to flag slightly, 58.83, but is still above 50, Again, the MACD flagging a bit. Short term has just gone below the longer term again, so we need to get some upside momentum, get that short term back up, and then we could go on and test that resistance. On the 4 hour, here you can definitely see that in the short term we've lost upside momentum. The RSI is back below 50, 47.55, MACD tracking down. On the moving averages, we're back below the 20. We do need to hold the 50, 571.87 to keep the picture, so it could be positive. But what we need to do is consolidate around that 54-hour average, let the RSI move back up into positive ground, and then we could get the move up. On Scorpio bulkers, they've had a secondary this week. Longer term picture is hard to differentiate. I suppose you can say it's a bottoming picture. We've had a long period trading down at low levels. RSI presently 56.69, but not a lot you can say about that chart. Moving on to the daily, and the picture becomes clearer. We did have a spike up above resistance, which was good. We've had a consolidation on the secondary, but the moving averages are moving up in bullish formation. The 20s just crossed through the 200. Provided we hold around this 8, it will move through the 50. These are all bullish golden crosses, which is good, and they should give the push up towards the resistance at the next resistance at the 10 level. Momentum is strong. RSI 55.88, and the short term is above the longer term and above 0. And on the 4 hour, we did get overextended away from the moving average, so this consolidation is good. The 24 hour is at 7.81 and has created a golden cross with the 50 7.44, so in a good bullish formation. Like on the daily, consolidation could continue some more, let these moving averages catch up, and then they'll give the push up. RSI is still above 50, although given the consolidation you can see it has lost that uptrend. Again, a bit like what we saw on Crest Nicholson, it will probably go down as we come down to the moving averages before swinging back up, and then once there's positive momentum I think you can see a whoosh up towards that resistance at 10. Okay, finally moving on to Microsoft. Figures out this evening in a solid uptrend, perhaps towards the upper boundary on this weekly, with the lower boundary just above the 20-week 73.64. However, if you look at the daily and look at the picture on these dojis, you can see that we're getting uncertainty has come into this stock over the last 3 days. The intraday moves have not been big, and the actual the body of the candles is very small. That means we're closing very close to the open, nullifying the day's trade, and it's just uncertainty. It goes up, it goes down, and it closes near the previous close. Much uncertainty. Let's see what happens on the figures. The charts still do look positive as we're in that uptrend, and you can see here on the daily as well. In the uptrend, we're towards the upper boundary, a slip to the moving averages. The good first support will come in at the 20, 76.67, then the 50, 74.97, but the uptrend would only be broken below a move below 74. And on the 4 hour chart, here we're consolidating. We did move a bit too far away from the moving averages. We're letting the 20-day catch up. The bullish picture was confirmed when we had the golden cross on the 20 crossing the 50 again, which occurred on the 9th of October. Support on from the 20, 78.04, and then the 50, 76.07. So that's been TA for traders. We've quickly looked at 4 charts. I hope you found the video of interest. We looked at Standard Chartered and Crest Nicholson in the UK and Scorpion Bulkers and Microsoft in the US. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, do click the button which is just down here somewhere. You then get email updates when I come out with my regular videos. I don't just cover single stocks, I also cover stock indices. I then also cover the commodity and the FX markets. Thank you for watching. Please be aware these videos are my opinion only and they're not an investment recommendation.